Welcome to Black Love Matters, where this serves therapy session for figuring out adulthood,
loving each other.
I find Diana, Brock, and Michelle,
or Jay-Z and Beyonce. Or in this episode, we're gonna go with Jamal and Kai from Empire. All of them charges was dropped, y'all. Come on, Jamal and Kai.
Their love story, their storyline coming back.
Their storyline coming back. Kai, we gonna find him somewhere in London. He gonna come back. Now they got to refilm the last 2 episodes. Because if I know what's his name, Cat Daddy, Big Daddy, like I know he did. They wrote that nigga off, which was wrong. Mm-hmm. Or he done went somewhere far away. So go ahead and write him back on. Mm-hmm. Either that or write him a nice big check. Either way, shout out to Jamal, aka Jesse Smollett. Mm-hmm. Don't worry, we're gonna get into it later. It's some Niram, Jamal and Kai. Anything? Can we just talk about maybe Empire? How you niggas just stop watching it?
Niggas stop
Y'all
watching
got
Empire?
fickle. Yeah, they done got the lowest ratings they done ever had. And I don't know if it's just that's the trajectory it was on, or it is. I'm sure it's a mixture.
I think it's a mixture of both because Empire was already heading down.
Yeah, viewership shifted.
Yes,
that's what we'll say. Viewership shifted.
Yes.
And with the Jussie thing, niggas for some reason felt morally conflicted. Not sure why.
I don't know.
But they did, because there's a whole nother cast of people on there.
Mm-hmm. And I don't know why.
Who is you?
I'm Niram.
And I'm Niambi.
And this is episode 236, y'all.
Hey.
Help us meet our goal of 2,000 5-star reviews. Leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. Fuck Stitcher.
What?
No,
Why?
you can listen. You can leave it on Stitcher if you listen on Stitcher too.
Oh my goodness.
Follow us on all social medias at Black Love Matters. That's Black with no K. Mm-hmm. What's going on with you?
Not much. I don't have any personal check-ins. It's more stuff that I've been seeing and stuff that's around me.
Yeah.
First, have y'all seen that documentary on HBO about Theranos? Niram, what's the name of the documentary?
She's out for blood.
What?
She's out for blood.
That's what they called it.
Yeah, she's out for blood.
Well, it's called She's Out for Blood. It's a documentary that's on HBO. For y'all might have heard it, right? Her name is Elizabeth Holmes, and she was like an owner of this whole company. But it turned out she was kind of overpromising and delivering on a magnitude that I can't even process right now. Mm-hmm. Beyond the white everything, right? I'll tell you more about this. But the documentary was on HBO and just kind of outlined her entire story, how she got there, who she is, kind of where she at now. Mm-hmm. So for y'all don't know, Theranos is a privately held like health tech company. Was taunted as like a breakthrough technology company in Silicon Valley, right? So when we talk about Elizabeth Holmes, we're talking about the Marquis, we're talking about the folks at Google, we're talking about Apple. Like she's in like the, how do you say, the foundational, Bill Gates, right? The foundational growth of Silicon Valley. The founders of Silicon Valley, like she's in that conversation initially. Mm-hmm. To the point where she raised more than $700 million from venture capitalists and private investors, was resulted in this company being valued of over $10 billion in 2013, 2014. They really it was hyped up because her company was really about the large blood testing market in the U.S. and the diagnostic industry. So what she was saying is, with a drop of blood, a fraction of the price, we can diagnose diseases, we can test ailments, right? Like everything can be done and just accessible. Because for y'all who don't know, to get any type of blood test ran, even if it's just cholesterol, that can run into the thousands of dollars. Mm-hmm. And that market is a really huge monopoly. I think it's just kind of Quest Diagnostic and maybe one other company that just holds the market for this, right? So they can charge everybody when they come up there to pull that blood $1,000 a pop, either from insurance or people individually. And on top of that, right, people take a lot of blood, right? You can just begin your cholesterol and figure out if you deficit in vitamin D, and they taking 3 gallons of blood from
right. And they could be all woozy and shit.
Right, but she was saying all I need is like a prick of blood, like almost to the equivalent, like if you're doing a diabetic insulin test, to see if you have any of the ailments, like I said, if any of your, I can't even get the appropriate words. What's it called? Like nutrients? What is it called? Those
diseases, like your blood panel.
Yeah, blood panels. Get that done, which is a great idea, right? I'm lit, right? So she's talking about one, coming down on price, making it accessible, making money, being a young woman, right, in this rail, because she dropped out of Stanford at 19 to do this, right? So we're talking about somebody, by the time all this done, barely in their 30s, right? Sickening. But in October of 2015, she was investigated by a white man, of course, from the Wall Street Journal that questioned the validity. Am I saying that right? Validity. Thank you, Niram, of the technology. And they faced like a string of legal like class action lawsuits, challenging the work she was doing. Because she was doing, right? Since it's a private company, she doesn't have to come out and tell you how her technology works.
Right.
She can just say it works. Mm-hmm. But in actuality, right, if you talk to like scientists and things of that nature, there's like, it's not reasonable at this point, right? I hate when folks say impossible. I don't know if it's impossible, but we don't have the technology now. That hasn't been invented. That means you had to invent it for this to work. We don't have the technology at this point that is invented that you can just take a drop of blood and figure out all the output, right? No. So literally you put your finger in the machine, or the blood goes into this little vial and you put it in like a little cup holder and you hit a button. And then after you hit the button, printout come and tell you what you got. Mm-hmm. That's how advanced her folks are saying. They're like, I don't know no technology that advanced to be able to do all of that, right? Because they're even talking about on the engineering level, right? So how do you navigate with that blood? What if stuff cracks? How do you even fix that? And then second of all, how do you treat that machine to have to think like a human to be able to process that type of stuff out? So it turns out like she didn't, because she claimed she could do it for over 200 like diseases, basal panels. What it turned out she only can do it for like 10, 15, right when it came all hit the fan. But she lied to a lot of people. She aligned herself with a lot of rich, old, white men with credibility. And the thing about this shit went on for years without people seeing the outcome, right? So say as a venture capitalist, and we're talking about like not just venture capitalists, we're talking about like Walgreens and like Walmart and shit invested in this, right? Because they're like, oh, if we get us some Theranos panels, we can be like, just come up to Walmart to get your blood panel ran. Right. So now, because usually when you get blood panels ran, a doctor has to request that for you. But now, since it's accessible, you can run up into Walmart and the CVS and be like, oh, I'm feeling lightheaded. I want to get my blood panel ran. Here go $10.
Right.
Right. And it can be ran. That was the, basically having people take control of their health. Right. And a lot of like pre-testing. Right. Because some diseases you can find out super early, but again, who got the money to be dropping $1,000 a pop every month or every 6 months to see when like a certain cancer or something's going to happen, right? So that was the part that I'm like, shit, right? Like sis was smart, but I'm sorry, did I lose train? But going back to how she got all these people invested, she would come in and like just show them the prototype and be like, oh, put your blood in there, put it in a coffee maker or put it in the coffee cup. And now let's go tour the place. And when they come back, she'd be like, oh, here the printout. Sis, all that privilege. Ain't nobody be like, so what's the science behind this?
Ain't nobody try to stay.
Or ain't nobody go and get a faculty member or a researcher or recruiter to be like,
why not?
Hey, as a translator, right? As a venture capitalist, it is not my job to be completely versed in all the science, but I need to pay this person a few $100s to come here and check this math for me because I don't even speak the language.
Well, that's the thing. They had, I forgot what it's called. It's like trade secret.
Yeah.
So most companies, they hide shit in trade secret. So by being a trade secret, they can say they can add anything and say no, we can't tell you because it's a trade secret.
And the thing about that, even the folks, and the thing is, she had like a 500-600 person company, so everybody signed like these NDA trade secrets, and that's true for Silicon Valley. Like even when I took my job, like I had to sign so many NDAs, non-disclosure, all this stuff. So then you start talking to people, and they was like, yeah, it's two sets of people who work here. It's the outwardly facing folks who are selling it and like having a good day and like just inspiring people to saying this is changing medicine, this is gonna change the world. Elizabeth is the shit. She's making money and still helping people, which I start getting lit. Like, yeah, she is the shit.
Right.
Then you got the folks behind the scenes. They be like, this is a shit show.
They like everything's on fire.
Everything is on fire. This shit don't even work, to the point where they like, it was one time we ran a test and the shit just caught on fire because like the blood leaked out to the engine and it just caught on fire. And I think they said Elizabeth came and she was like, keep up the good work. Right. And that's another reason they like aligned her with being like the Edison of her time. Right. So this idea of inventing and creating, right? Because if you think back to Edison, he invented and created a lot. But if you read the literature on him, a lot of people thought it was a shit show. And the other thing is he lied about a lot of shit too.
Right.
Like, and that's the thing with Silicon Valley that people were saying that all these companies lied on their deliverables to say, yeah, we can do it.
Hell,
Bless up.
Elon Musk been under delivering all his damn life.
Elon Musk has been over promising and under delivering for the last 10 years.
Didn't you say cars gonna fly by now?
And what is the SEC? Is that the people that keep talking about you can't keep saying you gonna do this shit? It don't do nothing. Because, his stock, Tesla stock keep going up and down. Because Elon be like, we about to cure cancer if you ride in a Tesla.
And next thing you know, they shit catch on fire.
And this him, he like, I ain't mean that.
Look,
I just meant we were hybrid.
All the cars flame retarded.
Yeah. Ain't no carcinogens in the making of the car. That's what we meant. Right? So it is kind of a fake it till you make it mentality out here in Silicon Valley where you might not know the answers. And I think also that's why I thrive out here. Because it's like, shit, if you don't know how to do it, let's keep playing with it. But ma'am, there's a line to that. And Lizzie was around the corner, down the street, and ran a marathon past it. Right? We're talking about people's health now. Right? And we're talking about the people who run the things, right? The cross-contamination of like syphilis. Like, it's so much that was going on. And I was fascinated by it.
It was very fascinating.
I think she's still going through it. And white people, and that company was valued at $10 billion, and now it's nothing. I said, yeah, she paying fucking lawyer fees, right? Like it was fascinating. Y'all should watch it, right? And I'm not even, the whites are very upset with her. I'm not even that upset. I'm more fascinated by this.
Why are we
woman.
upset? Never mind. I don't want to.
Be careful. I'm the whites. When I tell you the whites are upset.
Yes,
the whites are upset, and I'm not even that mad at her. I always said certain people you want to have lunch and brunch with. She's one.
Yeah. I'm
like, sis, you got all them white men out their money. You got them white men that are over $10 billion. You go.
Right.
Sis, teach me your ways. Can you write a book? How did you get all that money with no proof of product?
Right. No proof of concept. Idea.
And not throw a piece of pussy.
Look.
Come on, sis. She ain't throw a piece of ass nowhere.
Look, I can tell you
She wears turtlenecks. So she's covered from her neck to her toes.
Hope, nigga. Just like at Obama.
Hope is a powerful drug.
And that's what she gave their ass. Selling? Hope. Ooh. Hope on the tightrope.
It's like cocaine. And the other thing they said she was using her venture capitalists. First of all, I don't feel sorry for white men, but they was old ass white men. That they was like, even if they did, they could never understood the technology that she was.
Hell no. Never mind.
It was one faculty member on there. I guess it was a woman from Stanford that she asked the mentor, like, look over the company, and she was like, "This is ridiculous. No, I'm not doing it." And I guess she found a white man who agreed to do it and like left Stanford and everything. But that white woman professor was bitter. She's like, "I told her it was just ridiculous." And
that's how professors be.
Oh, she was a stereotypical bitter ass professor. Because I know every time she's seen her ass in the headline, she was like that Cat Williams joke, that smart ass talking bitch,
just rolling her fucking eyes. And then it was like, I knew it.
Oh, you knew? Child, you was probably about to ask for a job.
Right.
The way Thurness was going, to the point where I got people who work with me who was like, yeah, I used to work for them. I'm like, shit.
You used to work for Thanos?
Yeah.
Shit.
I mean, but it depends where you was at. Right? Like, none of the people in the lab was lying. They was like, the shit failed. It ain't work. And I'm like, damn, Lizzie, you couldn't think of a way to extend it, right? Instead of losing all your $10 billion, maybe you could have just lost half of it to be like, the technology isn't there. We need more time. Right? How much time? How long could she bullshit it for? They'd be like, we're trying to figure it out. Give me a little bit more time instead of, yeah, I got it. It's a trade. I just can't tell you what's in this Xerox machine. That's all it was.
And then she was over there rope-a-doping these niggas. Like, she had this old thick-ass, deep-ass voice that she used to always talk in.
Like, hello. Because I was like, what the hell is going on here? But I'm fascinated by her. It's something. And I know it's Women's History Month, and, she did her thing. But, damn.
Fortune is shady. They put her down as one of the most disappointing leaders.
Oh, my God. I mean, is Hitler on there? Like, Jesus.
And Forbes and said,
I don't know if I put her in the same sentence as Hitler. Relax.
Forbes said
she got y'all money. That's what it was. She got your money.
Forbes said her net worth is $0 now.
Shit, Brian probably is too. What? No, I got a little bit more. They tried her.
Yeah, they did.
And don't get me wrong, sis was wrong, right? Like, she should have maybe caught that a little head. It was been a lot of times she could have went left with it, right, and had to escalate to this point. But it's something about that. Is that weird of me?
No, I think she fast tracked the idea.
Yeah,
I think
something about it.
Yeah,
I think somebody gonna do it though.
Because I think the idea is there.
Brilliant.
is brilliant, but I think she fast tracked it, and I think she was just trying to
push
to like the
to
end
a
result.
breakthrough, right? Because that's what a lot of tech companies do. But you can do that when you're talking about a web fucking site.
I know. Amazon just started making money.
Yeah, you can do that when you're doing with a website, right? Because if a website crash, no one dies. But you can't do that with blood screening panels, right? Like, it's different when you're dealing with humans. That's even this idea of the self-driving car. That's, I guess it makes sense that it's pushed by the tech companies, but like you said, they try to push. But when it gets released, right, we're dealing with human lives, right? I use the example of Google. The search engine go down, we're all sad, right? But no one dies, right? I mean, in our hearts, maybe, maybe emotionally, we'll die a little inside because we don't know how to research or read a book. But we can still live. But if you have self-driving cars that go iRobot on our ass, that's going to be a problem.
Yes. That is a big problem.
Compared to or Amazon disappear. Right? Like, yes, we're going to be sad that we can't get things in 2 days. But I think even more important, the data centers, right?
Right.
But still, no one's dying. Right? Like, the impact is so much vaster with this one. That's it. So y'all go check that out if you want a good white people doing white things. It make you think, right? And the thing is, she still ain't in jail, and Kwame in there for 30 years.
I thought Kwame got out. He ain't out yet.
Kwame is not out of nobody's jail.
God, let me see. Is Kwame
Kilpatrick? No, he's still in there. Changing tunes a little bit. But something that's equally as y'all see Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Mona Me, is that her production company? She gave us a 2-hour premiere, and I didn't even know how I just stumbled upon it, and I was like, "Look at God!" And I couldn't look up, and it was amazing. Love and Hip Hop Atlanta came back and was like, "I know you niggas have been watching New York with, Remy Ma and the Golden Child. Can we talk about why they keep calling that baby the Golden Child? Girl, they got like 4 other kids
because
they are not breeding. High self-efficacy.
Golden Child.
Anyhow, we got them right. But Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, I miss Jocelyn Hernandez a little bit, though. Do you?
Yeah.
Just a little bit, but I know her and Bella living their life. Can we talk about how I still not connecting that Stevie J is married to the Faith Evans, the first lady of Bad Boy, until I seen her ass on that screen.
She was on
You could tell she was surprised she was on there. Because she was trying to whisper. She was trying to out-whisper the mics. We hear you, Faith. Hey, Stevie, what? Look, how you doing, Stevie? Did you ask her, Stevie? That's understandable. What do you think about Stevie J and Faith? First of all, what Stevie did was brought his daughter with Eva. No, that ain't her name. Is that her name? No, Eva's the daughter. And what's the mama name with the titties? Mimi. And like to meet Faith, didn't ask the mama. Then gonna be like, do you want to come stay with me? I'm assuming if I know Steve how I know him, he just meant for the weekend. He ain't mean for a long period of time. And then they got a hope to meet me, and she was able to perform. What do you think about that whole dynamic? But at the end, Mimi talking about, I can be Faith. I can. Faith got some sense.
Faith do got some sense.
Because at first she was like, I don't care who you with, how it is. I'm like, girl, stop playing. You got Faith Evans CD in your bag. That's an assignment. That's why I couldn't be famous near. I'm like, where's the sign, sis? Like, what do you think about that dynamic?
I think it's very interesting. Mimi had a point. Like
she did.
To that nigga just be pulling up and then all of a sudden, hey, I'm gonna do this.
But what is the different trend of Stevie J? What do you expect of that nigga? So soon as she was like, he been disappearing, then also he come back when I pick Eva up. Once you think, ding dong, where this nigga been? All of a sudden he want to be father of the year. Yeah, you could pick her up. What the fuck is going on, Stevie? Right, like that's what I'm saying. When niggas have trends, stop being stupid. You know how stupid your husband, and it looked like you raising your daughter with some sense. Because when the dad was like, you want to move with me? And she said, I got to ask my mama. So at least I think she the one with the most sense here. That's interesting. Can we talk about little Scrappy rolling around with what happened to his foot?
I don't know.
Was he in that car accident? Was that from?
Maybe.
He keep rolling around talking about his feet hurt. Yeah, I think that's the next episode when they're going to see his mama and the Bam's mama, and the Bam's mama say she take care of him. What the hell is going on here?
Yeah, it was in a car accident.
Yeah, but I think everything else done recovered except he done sprained his Achilles. And so he on his little...
the Achilles incidents.
And now he's wheeling around the house and all that shit. That's the storyline. Can we talk about the... What's Scrappy in their home? I'm scared to even speak on them, honey. They got bad energy. I'm like, Love and Hip Hop, I almost said Florida. Miami, Jacksonville. Little hip hop. When that girl said she put a root on her.
Oh my God.
I don't got time for the rap Scarily Dion. What's his name? Scare Dion. What is his name?
Scrap De Leon.
Oh. They whole family, honey, keep a 5 meter between them. Tommy stay in the jail. Scrap stay in the jail. Everybody stay up in jail in that family to the point they had to go find an imaginary sister to be the checkout.
Don't do that to that sister. That's a real life situation.
Niram, if you cannot see Mama Scrap is using the shit out of that girl,
She is.
I don't. That
KK is using the shit out of
KK is saying I care about Scrap De Leon. Whatever I gotta do to get Scrap De Leon, is that his name?
Yeah, it's
Out.
good.
I will do. If I have to fabricate a whole ass sister, I will.
You think they fabricated this lady?
Something has happened. Because even Scrap De Leon said it. He said, "Where she come, Mama? I'm 43." Scrap, I'm not making this up. Scrap said it. He said, "Mama, I'm 43 and I never met her. You told me my dad died when I was 10. So
Now my daddy alive.
So my daddy alive and I got a sister. Yeah, he's right. And he said, I'm on my 3rd strike. So whatever y'all doing, I need to be on camera.
Right.
That I have no idea what the fuck is happening. On the record. He got advice from Niambi. And meanwhile, I'm the younger brother with the teeth, who every time conversation gets tough, he goes to McDonald's.
He dips out.
He goes to McDonald's every time the conversation get up.
I'll see y'all later.
I see y'all mine dudes for dinner. I'm heading to McDonald's.
I got to make a call.
That shows me he got a little sense because he gets the fuck out of there. And I ain't saying nothing about KK. KK ride or die, but KK, where you done got that girl from? And why you tell that boy his daddy was dead? Listen, black women, I don't have no children, but y'all can't keep telling these kids these men is dead. Like, now if the man is sorry, it's better just to say I don't know. Don't tell you traumatizing these kids with telling them they did and they come back from the dead like 6 cents. Now they see dead people. That ain't right. And I know, ladies, I know some fuck niggas out there and he might as well be dead. But you can't, don't do that. That
ain't right.
Don't. Because look at Scrap De Leon. He still was trying to process it.
Yeah.
The younger brother was like, you probably really should see your father though. Like, I know this is a lot.
But you probably should see him.
You should. But what got me, it tugged at my heartstrings, was Scrap De Leon was like, was your daddy there for him? And he was like, no. And he was like, my kids call me father. I've never even said father to anyone in my life. I said, God damn it, black man joy is gone. That hurt my heart a little bit when he said that.
Yeah.
That tugged at my heartstrings a little bit. But stay tuned for the KK, Scrap De Leon. I don't know, Sassy and Sister Cheyenne, and then the daddy. I don't like to claim what people do and don't do, but they kept saying he had a stroke. And because Scrap was like, Scrape De Leon, I gotta say his full name for respect, was like, well, Daddy, why ain't you call me? And Papa Scrap was like, I had a stroke. And me and Scrap De Leon was like, okay. So after that was processed. Like, so what about the other 40 plus years?
First
okay, you had a stroke. I'll give you 2 years of recovery, right? So he got to be in his late 40s, early 50s. So the other 40, or what is Scrap, 30? So what about the other 25 years?
Mm-hmm.
Where he was like, I couldn't talk. And then Scrap De Leon, could you write?
Nigga, do you know how to text?
Then I'm looking at the daughter. Could you tell the daughter? And then I'm beyond, could you text? You're talking in front of me right now.
Right.
Because even now, he was like, I can't say too much because of my stroke. And I think it was though. KK was like, "You talking pretty good now, though." So they might be the highlight of the season. Am I missing anybody else? Who else that we talked about?
No, you just missed a point.
Cardi B. I'm not really interested in that. No, it's not Cardi B.
Carly
Red. Not interested in that. Who she with? Mississippi Black.
Mo.
Arkansas. She went some nigga named Arkansas Mo.
Mm-hmm.
She stayed getting proposed to, and Mona had the nerve to do a what's it called? A collage.
A montage.
A montage of all the times she'd been proposed to. And then she gonna come back to this time. It's for real.
This time it's for real.
Y'all remember when who the man who sing Hypothetically
Life Jennings
proposed and she hit the ground?
Yeah.
I can't take these niggas seriously. I can't take them seriously because they do shit like this. Young Jock on there, but he ain't making an appearance. Oh, can we talk about Kirk and Rashida?
Mm-hmm.
Black Love Matters.
They've been together for 19 years.
Yep. Can we? I don't even. I'm trying to tread lightly because I do think a relationship can bounce back and recover after infidelity and even after a child is born, right? But it's take a lot. What shocked me was that baby almost 2, and Rashida's like, I've never seen him. I said, oh, how'd that work? First of all, if I decided to be with you right after you did something like that, would that be okay for that baby not to integrate into your other family for 2 years? I don't know if that's okay.
No, that ain't cool.
Right, and I'm not saying that. Well, maybe Rashida just didn't want to be a part of it, and the kids interacted. Mm-hmm. So maybe that's the different level. So, but I don't know if I'm your wife, right? And we said we're going to work through it. That baby didn't do nothing wrong, right? Mm-mm. That's not. That baby I can easily say I don't got time to see your baby mama, right? I ain't ready to talk to her yet. But I don't know if that baby should be.
No, that baby ain't asked to be here.
That's true, right? So that was a little weird for me. And when she did meet him, you could tell it's a bad baby. It looked like it was gonna be in that Instagram post I showed y'all with Momo.
Ooh, that
because he had a iPhone 10.
And he's like, "No, don't touch me."
I said,
"Back up." I said, "Oh shit,
these a baby." Yeah. What you call little bad nigga kids?
This is a nigga baby.
Yeah, he the one who just walk out the house at 2. You ever just seen on the block the kid just come out the house and walk down the street?
Just walk down the street and he playing with 10-year-olds and shit.
So, but I'm interested to see that unpack more because they opened with a scene with her and Shakana. I think that's her name. And Kurt and Rashida were talking about how they worked through. And actually, did they talk about that? I don't know what they was doing on there.
I don't know.
It looked like they was on the Black Love Matter podcast, and then they really ain't addressed the questions. But I'm interested to see it because I think that's a real thing, and I think more folks go through it than admit it, or maybe it's not admitted. It should be an open conversation because I do think you can. It ain't for everybody, but if you make the choice to stay in your relationship, there's nothing wrong with that, right? What do you think about Kirk and Rashida?
Yeah, I definitely agree. Like if she decided to stay,
but if you decide to stay, you got to forgive though.
Yeah, you got to forgive and forget. And you got to move on. Right?
I don't know about forget, but maybe make it hazy.
Okay.
This is hazy.
You got to move on from it.
Yeah, okay, I agree with that.
Now, if
you do have to move on.
You bringing it up.
I don't know about forgetting.
You bringing it up every time the baby come through, then you got to let her go then.
No. But if you start doing things like Kirk was doing and going to the cabin and getting bitches, like I that's hazy. I remember that a little. That's a trend. I remember you doing that.
Well, Rashida said he wasn't.
Oh, yeah. Why she say that? Go ahead.
No, she said she was cheating too.
Rashida a lie. She a lie.
You think so?
Yes.
Let's Google it.
Niram.
I wonder if Shade Room got anything on it.
Exactly. Rashida is a bold-faced lie. Just because someone bought you a drink at the club, that ain't cheating. And the thing is, it's not that she ain't bad and can't get it, right? Of course she's gorgeous, right? She can get pulled niggas, but she was so caught up in her gollywog that she ain't see all the other ones.
What you talking about? She's probably too busy getting D herself.
Between them 4 kids, what song was she was trying to do?
Bossy? No.
Make them put a ring on it. What's that?
I don't know.
That career she was trying to piece together in her Crayola red lipstick. She ain't had time. And the way her mama was in her business. When is a nigga coming through?
She can get some side peen.
Nah, that just balances the story.
You know, she get some side peen at the store.
That just balances the story. That's all.
You know, she get a little peen in the.
I'm not falling for that, Rashida. I'm not falling for that at all because you took Because I think the whole season would have. Because as soon as she found out the shit was going down with Kurt, she would have been brought that up. Mm-hmm. She'd have been like, well, guess what? Would have been like, what was that Tyler Perry?
Which one?
When Tasha Smith was at the table, I don't know if that's her name. Where, what is it? Why did I get married? And like they were like, you know, her husband was allegedly supposed to be cheating on her or something like that. Mm-hmm. And or somebody the husband caught the itch. He caught the anti-resistant chlamydia. You know what I'm talking about? And like they were talking with their friends, like, shit, man, how did you get chlamydia? Like, is you fucking around? What's going on? And he's like, fuck, I slept around, but it was one time, it was so long ago. And then it came out, and Tasha was like, actually, what's his name? Daryl gave me the clamp, so I know your ass got it. Boom. That's what Rashida would have did. Soon as Kurt came out at the reunion that he had another son, and she was like, well, I got the clamp.
Oh my God.
Because that's how niggas operate. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm going to have to find. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I do know what you're talking about.
I'm going to have to find it, and we'll have to play the clip for y'all.
Jesus.
But you got anything else?
As far as Love and Hip Hop, Atlanta. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to see this interaction between Stevie J
and Faith
Evans.
It looked like he in love.
I know, right? And it looked like Faith got his ass kind of in check.
I mean, and it looked like Faith kind of in love. You know, this Faith third marriage.
I don't know, 15?
Third. So I like Faith, though. I like Faith. I'm entertained by Stevie. I can tolerate Mimi. But my favorite's Eva.
Your favorite's Eva.
Yeah, I love their daughter. Oh my God, she's so hilarious.
I thought you was going to say Bonnie Bella.
Bonnie Bella's up there too, honey. I do. All Stevie kids are very cute and super funny. And full of personality.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, what's going on with you?
What's going on with me? Why the fuck does Apple prices? I mean, why does accessories cost so much? So my battery went out. I mean, not my battery, like my battery charger. And you know, I got one of the new MacBook Pros and shit. So like the little block thing then went on the fritz. Tell me why that shit cost $79. And you don't even get no cords, no wires, no nothing. I mean, no dang on sense. What the hell's going on here? So, you know, I was a little pissed.
What pissed. Instagram is that from? What the hell is going on
here?
What
the hell is going on here?
Money? Money.
Cost too that damn much. So, Niambi left Mabel in the house roaming. Well, not even the house. She left her in the bedroom today. And I done crept in the house after I got off work. And he goes, Mabel ass sitting in the fucking bed talking about, oh, what you doing here, nigga? And I'm like, what the hell are you doing in this bed?
Oh, my God.
It was trippy as hell. Like, what you doing in here? And she said, what you doing here? So, like, just dealing with that shit, right? And, like, what you thought about that? Like, Mabel ass is sitting on that bed.
Because she thinks she's smarter than us.
I think you be putting Mabel on that bed.
I don't push her on the damn bed, Niram. She jumped on there. I done told you. I don't know how many times I'm going to have to tell you.
I don't believe that.
You don't have to believe it. She done showed us.
Oh, okay. And then, you know, other work drama. I think our boy going to be out of there soon.
Who?
The problematic one. The one that just found out he was black when I told him.
What? Who are you talking about?
The upside down triangle from my job.
Oh, from your job. I'm like, who are we talking about? You so silly.
I think this nigga is almost out of it. Him and the owner got into another argument. This nigga took him outside to another outdoor conversation.
Yeah.
In the middle of a training session. And the client was looking like,
in the middle of it?
Yeah.
What was going on this time?
Some bullshit. They didn't tell us everything was going on, but from what it looked like, some of the numbers ain't looking right.
Not. Oh, don't tell me it's money, honey.
And some of the numbers ain't looking right.
Like what?
You know, goals ain't being hit and things of that sort.
Child.
But you know, TBD. Wait till I get up in there the next day.
You sit, look here, I'm gonna be like, what's happening?
What's going on?
Oh my God. Why is everyone just so?
I don't know what's going on.
I got avocados. Can't bring donuts out here. Read the room.
You can't bring donuts. No, you can't.
No, I'm not there. You can bring avocado there.
Yeah. So, you know, that's all was really going on with me. Yeah, you want to hop into some pillow talk?
Yeah, I was trying to find Tasha when she did Boom, but I only can find it circling Boom. You know, it's Why Did I Get Married? And everyone starts speaking their truth at the dinner table and talking about syphilis and everything else. And she's like, Boom. Oh, my God. If y'all find it, y'all let me know.
Oh, okay. So you want to talk about Jussie?
Jussie.
Oh, Jussie.
Where do we begin? I'm glad folks held their peace, honey.
Did they?
Well, Niambi held her peace, honey. Thank goodness for her. Honestly, can we be truthful? Well, first, what done happened? In a shocking reversal, Chicago prosecutors on Tuesday dropped all charges against actor Jussie Smollett, who was accused last month of staging a hate crime against himself and filing a false police report about it. In the end, I'm trying to see what was the end point. I think only thing is, I think he had to pay $10,000 to get out. He's just not returning that, but everything else has been free, right? So he forfeited his bond.
He forfeited his $10,000 bond.
And his case is completely sealed.
Mm-hmm.
Period. Child, y'all be careful in these streets. But can I be really, really honest?
Yes.
This story smells fishy, but honestly,
all this is fishy.
What I say is something in the rice ain't clean. Something in the rice ain't clean on all areas.
What about the brothers?
Right. Jussie, something went down. I don't know what down. Chicago PD, y'all niggas was real quick to jump up on Jussie to claim what you doing. And them 16 counts was bullshit. And them indictments bullshit, right? All full circle. Big Daddy, who in the casket on Empire. Everybody was just moving real. What was it paid in for? Everybody moving real loud.
Mm-hmm.
No. What's the one with Columbus Short? You know what I'm talking about.
With God Get
It. Everybody just moving real loud in these streets. You real noisy. And I think everybody was real. Jussie was real noisy. The black man, Chicago PD, who was about to cry, real noisy. Like, everybody's just moving really noisy. And in the end, God said, I'm done with everyone. Case dismissed.
True to the game.
Columbus Short, y'all moving real loud in here.
What happened to the brothers?
And that's even influencers. Even as Michael, everybody was moving real loud on Jussie. I bet Jussie is getting lit tonight.
What happened to the brothers? So what about the brother story?
Nigga, I really don't care about them Africans. I really don't care. But what done happened to him, Niram? Usually I be trying to tell the story. Niram trying to tell the facts. I'm trying to get to the comic relief.
I know you trying.
Because this is kind of hilarious to me. When I see that he was cleared of all accounts, I think Instagram me, they talking about Jussie got a praying grandma. Good for you, Jussie. Go ahead.
No, my question is what happened to the brothers?
Yeah.
Like what happened to all this stuff? So did their charges get dropped too? Because they had charges on his ass too.
I didn't think they had charges against the brothers. I didn't think they had charges against them because they became the primary witnesses, right? Because as they was escaping to Nigeria, oh my God, everything about the story is just
they were getting the hell out of here.
A comedy, right? Like everything's just, ba. Where was the brothers on their way to Nigeria? Ba. Like,
out of here.
What do you? And it's facts.
Also, real Nigerian scam.
Shit. Like, what are you, I don't know, y'all. But the thing is, like I said, I don't think Jussie all the way right with it. Nah. I don't think Chicago PD all the way. None of them is. Right? So maybe the justice system worked the way it was supposed to. Everybody canceled everybody out.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody just go back to their corners of their room and be quiet. Because the Chicago PD is dirty. Right? Like, and it is something to be said that all of a sudden now they can do good police work when there's a nigga involved. Right? When there's a black celebrity or somebody come from, means. Right. Now they can collect data and be on top of shit, right? Where, when it's the reverse, right? When we need something, we trying to figure out, right? They don't know what the fuck up and down. They don't know. So it's something to that, right? This was targeted. They was trying to make an example out of him. And I knew it was egregious as soon as they put up them 16 counts. Get the fuck out of here.
16
Maybe
counts.
1 or 2. Maybe 3 if you're mad. But 16?
But that's how the justice system works,
though.
Out of here, right? The justice system, that's how it works. They always chumping up the charges and shit and trying to stack the shit. Stacking up all the charges so they can catch you on something. Yeah. So you got all 15 counts got done, but we gonna catch you on this one little loophole bullshit that we didn't found, right?
Yeah.
And that'd be the bullshit.
Yeah.
They can't be doing that, man. I think that's one of the things that's really fucked up about our justice system. It's the fact they can stack up all these counts to get you, especially when you fighting the system.
Yeah. That's the thing too with Jussie, right? Like, because I could even empathize with that, right? Because I've going through something similar like that. When you're going against the institution, like, it's heavy, right? Mm-hmm. Like, and the thing, I got him on that one, right? Like, so soon as I seen he went against them and they put them 16 counts, I was like, oh, they ain't want me on the jury. Because I said, that's too much. Yeah. That's too much for this black. That's too much.
Right.
That's too much. Okay, if you say he did something, fine. It wasn't even 16 people who witnessed it. Like, what are we counting? Like, what?
For each letter that was cut out. Each letter that was cut
on
out
the
of the
ransom
magazine.
letter, like that don't even add up to me, right? Like you got to keep it separate, the crime and how much it costs to do the investigation, right? You can put a number to that, but you can't make that and chart like that wasn't right.
Yeah.
So I'm happy Justy got off. I shouldn't say got off. He didn't do it, right? The justice system did what it did.
Yeah.
I hope he can move on. And I hope he will move on.
Mm-hmm.
And he can, I didn't really listen to the music. He sounded a little goatish to me. But I hope he come out with his CD.
What does goat sound like?
Y'all know Jamal Niambi yodeling. That was before these 16 counts. You can go back and listen. I said that. He sounded like a goat. I think he's a better actor than singer. Mm-hmm. And I hope Empire didn't write him off. They ain't fire him, did they?
No, I don't think so. But they
if
said
they did, Jussie, get your first of all, can we just do a one hand clap for these lawyers? God damn. Just get your lawyers to reach out to Fox. I wouldn't even reach out to Fox or anybody on the cast. I'll just send my lawyers. They'd be like, because what I can guarantee you, on Fox, there's been white celebrities that have done something like this or worse and still got to keep their job.
Yeah.
Do Fox own Showtime?
Probably.
I just think about that because what's that man on Shameless? He and this $250 million. How much money do white people spending to get in school? Mm-hmm. Some kids that slow. What?
And Dr. Jerry dumbass. Nigga,
oh my God. I don't even mean to jump topics, but sit down, nigga. Like that's one of them things. I want to be like Riley. Boo.
Oh. Boo. Nigga, you bought a whole school.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Dr. Dre gonna come on talking about my daughter got into the Long Beach Community College and ain't even have to it ain't even have to test out no scammer here. And then the undefeated ass internet. What they do?
Nigga, you bought the school.
You and your white friend. Look, another bump. You and your Jewish friend.
Right. And then put $70 million for the school in your name. She gonna get in. To. Of course she gonna get in.
Why wouldn't she?
They got an Andre Young building. The fuck?
That's where she living. And not to take away from that young girl. I'm sure she did. But just Dr. Dre. Mm-hmm. That goes to what we were talking about with pride. What are you doing here? Was your dialogue needed to that conversation?
No, he could have just shut his ass up and
been good with his daughter and donate some more money. Mm-hmm. The legal scammer way.
Right. Build another school.
I don't know why. Like, I don't know. But I don't know. Like I said, I'm trying to keep this Jussie stuff light because people went in on him. Mm-hmm. People really went in on him. And I hope, he really takes a lot of mental health breaks. And he should just be able to continue where he left off. Mm-hmm. That's how I feel. Right? Mm-hmm. Hopefully, I love a comeback. Right? So I hope he really shit on niggas. What you think? I cannot wait to see what his first interview. We gonna go over to who was it tried him? I almost said Gail. No, Gail the one who done got R. Kelly tied to him. Who interviewed Jussie?
It was a Katie Couric?
No, it was a black woman.
Oh,
I thought it was Robin.
Probably. Robin Roberts.
I go on back to them. It be like, so Robin,
what you think now? Huh?
Robin gonna decline that interview.
Hell yeah. That's cool. I'll go to Gail. Gail.
Be prepared for Gail though.
Gail's better anyway.
Because Gail is not playing at all. Gail is not playing at all.
Gail is undefeated.
But shout out to Jussie, honey. Anything else about it though?
No.
All right.
So let's go to this. Let's go to this. Let's do this. Shaq becoming the first black person on Papa John's board. Let's do that.
Okay. It's because he don't want to be racist. I'm sorry, y'all. My mom's trying to FaceTime me on my computer. Niram can't go on the show without me. I just hung up on her.
I didn't know what you was doing.
Shit, nigga. Just say the sentence you gonna talk about. What's your opinion?
You over here making hand signals and shit. I don't know what the hell you do. I don't know what you was doing.
I just tell you to stop the podcast. I'm leaving.
Well, I don't know what the hell you was doing. Shit, I was trying to figure it out.
But now tell me again. Shaq is what? Shit. What is it now? What's the story?
Why you answer the phone?
Because she kept calling back. You know when folks call back to back, I gotta make sure ain't no emergency.
Ain't nothing going on.
Show lane. Looked like she was comfortable in her robe.
She just wanted to see Mabel
sitting on the couch.
You know how it is. You know what time? What time is over there?
About 9 o'clock.
Yeah, she just wanted to see Mabel before she went to sleep.
Read the headline.
So,
What's going on?
Shaquille O'Neal becomes the first black person on Papa John's board. You know, with the sweet ass pizza.
Yeah, that sweet pizza sauce.
And so
I used
nearly
to like that diabetic pizza. I did in undergrad.
with that
garlic dip?
That garlic dip.
Oh my
sauce?
God, you missed that sugary pizza with that garlic and butter?
Yeah, it was good as hell.
It was hitting me. I ain't had it in years,
Nah.
even before it popped off. But yeah.
So nearly a year after Papa John was out there saying nigger on the conference call, Shaquille O'Neal is now gearing up to help the pizza franchise flourish again.
Dude, Shaquille speak for the niggas? Is Shaquille one of us?
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, he is one of, like, he black.
Oh.
Right, but does he speak for the culture? I mean, maybe the folks who into sports, but Shaquille O'Neal does not speak for me. Like, when I think of brand loyalty, I don't think of Shaquille O'Neal. What's the last thing he sold?
What you mean? He sell that insurance. He sell...
You niggas really buy Guardian or General?
He sell insurance.
Wait, Niram.
Yes.
Do you have Guardian on your car?
I don't have...
Or the General, or whatever it is.
I don't have the General on my car.
Who
personally.
does?
But I'm just telling you, asking me what he endorsing and what he's selling. I'm trying to tell you.
And who do the niggas buy General?
I'm pretty sure they do.
Oh my God,
Icy hot. You know your ass and then flipped your ankle once or twice and had that icy hot patch.
I mean, but that makes sense because Shaq always hurting himself.
And he's something else.
What else? I knew he was a sheriff.
He the popo. Mm-hmm. What else? Let me see. I'm gonna Google Shaq endorsements.
Well, if you niggas is endorsing anything,
Look,
Shaq, I'm not.
Damn, Google was good. I just put in Shaq and it came out Shaq endorsement list.
Oh, because they listening.
These Shaq, what did it say? These Shaq product endorsements are better than his free throws. Oh shit, these niggas are shady.
Wait a minute, grace and mercy. Shaq is one of the very good basketball player or blocker.
Look at this. Icy Hot, okay. Gold Bond, General.
All them old man products.
Carnival Cruises.
Oh yeah, old. Mm-hmm.
Let's see, where else?
But is that demographic black?
It don't matter. It's money.
But then Uncle Tom, Papa John's, get him on the board to get the blacks. Like Donald Trump got Ambrosia as the head of the blacks. So
Taco Bell.
He got Taco Bell.
Yeah, look. Here's the list. Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Buick.
Yeah.
Vitamin Water.
Uh-huh.
Power Balance. I don't know what that is. That's the wrist.
That's that wrist thing they be at the mall and talking about now you balance.
He had his own candy bar.
What's it called?
The big Mr. Big Candy Bar.
Yep.
Oreo.
This is not helpful.
I go headphones. Monster speakers. He had his own soda.
What's the name of it?
Shack Soda. Soda Shack. Look, this nigga had his own app, Mr. Vegas mobile app.
Oh my God. This is not helpful.
Soup Man. I don't even know what that is. What is this? Glucose sticks.
Shaq don't even play sports no more.
Oh, remember the Shaq Fu video game on Sega? I do. No. I think I got it. Toys R Us.
They closed.
Fruity Pebbles.
That is sugary.
Gold Bond.
You got it.
Icy Hot. Oh. Dove. Zales. He got his own jewelry collection.
Look at that gaudy ass jewelry. People that on Instagram.
Drone watches. Sneakers. And also, he got a clothing line at JCPenney's that I just filled out for an application to be a plus size model for.
Shut up, Niram.
I'm for real.
That story. I don't have anything else to say then. Y'all niggas have proved me wrong. He's a great ambassador. We'll all be eating Papa John's by the end of the year. Y'all win. There's some battles I'm not fighting.
So he gonna be on the board of directors.
And this is not the hill I'm dying on. So are we eating Papa John's now? And
they paying his ass $8.5 million for 3 years of endorsement.
Oh yeah, I would do that. Do they looking for a podcaster? We don't need all that. Just a little piece. Just 10% of that, or 1%. I'd just be so grateful for one.
Just for 1% of that.
In every episode. Who is you? Papa John's Pizza. Let me stop.
Papa John's.
My soul. I couldn't do that. Maybe if he did other things, but he can't. White men calling me niggas, I can't.
For $8.5 million?
No, you can't call me a nigga. Some other stuff. You might be. Never mind. I'm about to get inappropriate. I'm about to tell you what I let him do for $8 million. But it's some stuff I won't let him do, and calling me a nigga is not one of them. But there's other things that I could look past. that I could forgive. He can call you a nigga for $8 million.
Can I slap him afterwards?
Nah, no, because he writing shit. Nah, the ancestors fought too hard. I can't let him. I can't. It's something. None of that sound principle. Like honestly, he could call me a bitch. White women hate being called cunts. Like he can call me all of that type of stuff. I'll take the $8 million and be like, oh, he was just upset. But no, white people calling me niggas, that ain't gonna work.
For $8 million?
No, it ain't gonna work for me. That's principle though. And I wouldn't be mad if you niggas took it. I wouldn't be mad. It's just I couldn't, as I said, I just couldn't do it. But I wouldn't be mad if y'all did. But niggas is something I can't.
You saying that now, but
when a deal come on, like if I come on, just total praise start playing.
When the contract and the check is right there in front of you.
Nigga, no, okay. I don't think I could. What you say? I'm gonna come on the podcast saying total praise, y'all. Yes. I have a confession. I'm just asking for grace and mercy, and just support as I accept this check. I need y'all to forgive me. Look,
he ain't gonna be the first or last white person to call me a nigga. Give me that money.
You would take it, Niram?
Hell yeah, I would take it.
I don't think I would.
Like I said, he ain't gonna be the first. He ain't gonna be the last.
But he gonna have to pay me for it.
But this one he gonna be paid for.
Maybe.
And I'll be paid well for it.
Shaq, right? Get your money. I'm not ready to eat Papa John's. There's too many other pizza options. I'm not ready to do Papa John's yet. Although I do like the sweet. Y'all was hating on Papa John's, talking about it was sweet. That's the best part. I love that sugar in there.
Niambi was asking me to make sugary ass
I was not asking you to make sugary spaghetti, but I do like a tablespoon of sugar in my sauce.
Niram, can you please make the spaghetti? Don't make it healthy. Make it ghetto.
Like, that hood spaghetti where it be too much sauce, meat ratio to noodles. And then the sauce got a little sweet kick to it because they put probably about a tablespoon of sugar in it and maybe a couple dashes of Frank's hot sauce or crystals. That's what I want. With big old, just lots of meat. Or you almost need a spoon. It's just meat and cheese. That's what I want. What's going on now?
Last thing is that T.I. is being honored by the Georgia State Senate for his activism in the South. And so
you could talk about your boy T.I. Me and T.I. we have good days and bad days.
You like T.I.
I do like T.I.
with his speech therapist elocution days.
I do like T.I., but he does have his moments. But you're right, I do like him, but he absolutely has his moments.
And so he'll be here for founding, a bunch of nonprofits and all the other good stuff he done in the neighborhood. So this will be happening.
That's good. That's a win.
Yeah,
that's a win for the community and team. I won't have too much clap back for that. Niram, are we briefly going to talk about what's going on in this Mueller report?
Oh my God. I thought I was trying to glaze over that.
Did you read it?
No, I didn't.
Well, it is long.
It's long.
Did you get the summary?
It's long as fuck.
I perused through it. I think I got to page like 12, and I was like, I'll sit here. All this white man caping, I can't. So basically what he came out and said was that maybe something, this is what I'm telling you about white people, maybe something went on, maybe it didn't, but there's not sufficient enough evidence for us to say that our current president, Donald Trump, had anything to do with it. Right? Like that's my processing from it. What about you?
So here's the thing, even with all those investigations, it doesn't fall in the same lines of what it would take for
impeachment.
As an order of court for niggas to go to jail.
Yeah.
The rule that they're using is he more likely than not?
Yeah.
And the thing is, you only need 51% either way to say whether he was more likely or not or less likely or not.
Yeah.
And it's basically on how you write the
interpretation.
Yeah, how you interpret the documents and how you write them out.
Yeah.
On some real shit.
I mean, and I think I talked about it briefly. White folks, we'll see talking about my mom, and not even white folks. I want to say colonizers, because I think there's a particular type of white folks that even if they hate each other, they got each other. Does that make sense, right? Even if they hate each other, because I do believe there's some white folks out here or some colonizers, Donald Trump is on some bullshit. But are they to the point enough where they ready to take him down? Nah.
No.
I don't think so. I don't think we're there at all either. And that just what reiterated to me, white people gonna white.
Yeah.
And the chance for impeachment is low, right? Mama Maxine, I appreciate and I love you, but that ain't an option right now. We really got to focus on this 2020. And what I do need the Democratic Party to do is tighten up because of one more motherfucking person.
You know what?
If one more, because I've stopped looking or caring. If one more person comes out, Niram and Niambi's about to run for the president. Democrats, can y'all have a clearing meeting led by Iyama, and maybe let's get the top 4 people. Actually, 5. Do you want to do 5? Because let's give the top 5 folks, and y'all go for it.
Mm-hmm.
But this 10 of major names.
Yeah. Does Stacey Abrams say she running too?
No, the T on that is that folks are waiting. Honestly, it looks like everybody's waiting for Joe Biden to throw his name in the hat. And the T is that Joe Biden was going to be on the ticket and she was going to be the VP.
Oh.
Which I'm not mad at that.
No, I'm not either.
I'm really not mad at a Biden Abrams ticket. Mm-mm. And that might be the way to go. Because honestly, some of the folks who are running for president, I'm surprised they didn't partner up. Mm-hmm. What's his name? I called him Bento Bots. It's Beto. Mm-hmm. He's going to fuck around and win.
You think
like
so?
The nomination. I do think colonizers stick together. And we're going to look up and be like, how did he?
But that's the thing. Like, it's a lot of damn people.
The Asian man is a handful of white women. The queen of the white women is Elizabeth Warren. But it's a handful of white women under her. She's the queen of them.
Lizzie can't fuck with that woman that's talking about reparations.
Yes, she can.
And she gonna fuck her.
Y'all keep listening to that bitch.
Because
she's gonna tax the fucks out of us.
If she can prove it, if she can do that, look, give me my reparations.
Bye now.
Look.
What about the Asian man and circumcision? I was like, how did that become a platform?
I don't know.
Oh, men's health. Get the fuck.
But I agree. I agree,
but I don't know if it should be a primary running topic as the fucking president of the United States. Circumcision, mentioned. And we have all types of shit going on. We worried about men's circumcision and women can't even talk about their own reproductive health. And you niggas worried about a little piece of meat.
Yes. You know how much trauma that brings? Shit. Let me lop off a part of your titty.
Shit, they do in Africa. And the women be grown. We talking about some situation when y'all day old. Like, I'm not saying what's right or what's wrong, right? But as a parent, you have a decision, right? That is not illegal to be like, I don't want to have my child circumcised. Like, these are options, right? Some things for women, reproductive health, we don't even got options over. We got old white men trying to tell us that abortion not legal and birth control, right? Telling us it is illegal. And meanwhile, you niggas is crying in the corner because some of y'all got circumcised and some of you didn't, and you jealous. Do better. Do better. Nobody don't feel sorry for y'all.
See, that's the thing.
I feel bad. I don't feel sorry for the circumcision
Niambi.
Conversation. I don't feel sorry.
That's division talk right there.
That's what?
Division talk.
Division?
Yes.
On circumcision.
Yes. Both of them could be wrong. Why you can't agree that both of them is wrong?
I'm not saying they're. First of all, the wrongness of it, right? Mm-hmm. Whatever.
Right? You can't say both of them
that
wrong.
is a very personal decision between a parent and a child. But what I keep going back to, it is not illegal to go one way or the other. Where we're talking about women's reproductive health, we're talking about the legalese of it. Mm-hmm. For you niggas in circumcision, it is a choice. We don't have choices as women. That's what I'm saying.
The kid didn't have a choice either.
Okay, now. You go vote for that Asian man.
As a baby, I didn't have a choice to be whether or not to be circumcised or not.
You niggas get caught up on this stuff if you want.
I'm just saying.
You just like, what was that girl, Stein?
Babies didn't have choices either.
Who was the one in the Hillary and
Jill Stein?
Jill Stein. That's what this circumcision talk is.
Babies didn't have choices either.
Anyway, I would like the Democratic Party to really tighten it up. Because it's becoming look, here I go again. What true to the game? Y'all real noisy out here. And meanwhile, the Republicans ain't said shit but said we going for Donald Trump. I was hoping it was going to be an upset and the Republicans was going to be like, we running for somebody too, right? And they were going to pull some primaries. But that's what I was hoping.
No, because then they'll really be
fucked,
and it really show like the disorganization of politics.
Yeah, I was hoping for an upset.
But you know how the whites be.
I would. Ooh, if they did an upset like that, we might have a race on our damn hand.
The rights rather let the current administration keep going out versus like
saying like because they can do that as a Republican Party, right? They can bring up other nominations, and if the primaries vote a majority another person, he does not have to go for it being an incumbent president. I think traditionally the incumbent president has always gone for it, unless they've said they explicitly weren't doing it.
Yeah.
And as far as I heard, 45 say he gonna be 46.
Jesus.
So I just want the Democratic Party to tighten up. to the point where, like, I was starting to research all these people, and I was like, this is too much.
It's a lot.
I'll come back, give myself another month, and then, like I said, as we're getting into primaries and stuff, y'all, we'll take it step by step. But it was just like,
fuck it, Niram and Niambi for president.
It's too much. It's too much. So I was disappointed in that. The Mueller report, the white gone white.
Ain't gonna be no vice president. First lady.
I was even thinking, right, with all these
co-presidents.
A lot of these Democratic folks who are going up, I seen a lot of them going for like VP type roles. Mm-hmm. So now, I guess that's possible that if folks were in the running and say they don't get the nomination, would they ever be up to being a VP? Mm-hmm. Or is that something that doesn't traditionally happen? Because now I was like, well, who the fuck gonna be the vice president?
Right.
Right? Because a lot of folks who are running up, I was like, oh, that would be a nice look. Maybe they go back to Virginia. What's that name? What's the name? Kane. Mm. I did like him with Hillary. The smiling white man. Yeah. I did like him.
Well, you know, they're going to make backroom deals anyway.
Yeah.
Just like the whole thing with Obama and Hillary, when it was like, with Hillary, you next.
Yeah, I'm so surprised that they didn't do tighter collaboration. I mean, she became Secretary of State, but we'll see. Are you waiting on Joe Biden? You think if Joe Biden come in the race, it's everything shutting down?
Oh, shit.
Okay, be careful.
No, I think so.
You think Joe Biden can shut it all down?
Yeah. A, he a white man. B, he was in the Obama administration.
They worried about Joe Biden and the black vote, but I don't think he got to worry about that. Because Obama
going to support him.
Yeah, Obama is going to endorse him.
Obama going to endorse him. He. What you mean he not going to endorse his former vice president? He is
going to do it. But you think he can carry the black and the women's vote? I'd be more worried about the women's vote than the black vote.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah.
But then, that's when...
Then you intercept your black women. Are we not voting for Joe Biden? We ain't forgave him for Anita, is we? Yeah, I ain't forget about that.
But who you bring in for the black woman vote? Kamala?
Yeah, they ain't really here for Kamala
and that's the thing. You blacks ain't really here for her.
And I actually don't mind Kamala. I think Kamala played the game, and it came back to bit her a little bit. But she did what she had to do as a prosecutor. But if Joe Biden do Stacey, that could offset...
Yeah.
The damage he done with the blacks and women.
Yeah, because Stacey is very palatable.
Yeah, on both ends. Yeah. I don't think white men like Stacey, but that's fine because you got Joe Biden.
You got Uncle Joe
to digest that. Right?
Telling Donald Trump to suck it up, cupcake.
Yeah, that might be a decent ticket. Mm-hmm. If that doesn't work, I do think that Bento bot's gonna win.
Yeah.
What's his name? Bento.
Beto.
I don't call him Bento.
I don't know.
I think Bento. Peto. I think he's gonna pull it. What's your vote?
I don't know much about him to say yay and nay.
Okay. He that charismatic white boy from Texas. Got all them conservatives. Yeah, I think he gonna get it. I don't think. Never mind. Let me not put that out there. But I think he'll get it. You have votes for anybody? You want Bernie?
No, I'm not voting for Bernie. Bernie can sit his ass down.
With that ill-fitting ass suit. Who you going for then? What's your early? We have to go back to this episode. Who's your early predictions? If it ain't Biden and Abrams, which I'm for, I think it's gonna be Beto,
baby.
Well, I can't even say his name. I think it's gonna be that white man.
I would just say a toss-up would be Corey.
What? What did he go to the what? I forgot he was running.
That'd be a Hail Mary pass there.
Cory Booker.
Cory Booker.
I think he could be president. You pick Cory over Kamala.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here now. Boo. Riley Boondocks. Is Obama free? We need another. Is Hillary? Would y'all niggas vote for Hillary? If Hillary came back in there the last day, would y'all vote for Hillary? She might win this time.
The thing is, she didn't have so much damn. I don't know. Because I think niggas off of Hillary now.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? That'd be the third time. Yeah. She like definition of black people.
Right.
Trying 3 times as hard.
I don't know if Hillary's gonna be up for it.
I mean, emotionally, I wouldn't be. Mm-hmm. Emotionally, spiritually, none of that. I would just sit at home and play with my granddaughter, and do charitable events and talks.
And just to upset you blacks, I would definitely think about that woman about reparations. Hey, look, reparations.
We're sorry, y'all. We'll do a little bit more digging the closer we get to primaries.
So much of it.
Look, don't be distracted.
It's just like Obama's stimulus package. Niggas was geek about that extra $2,000 niggas got from Obama.
I think I missed the email.
Oh, you ain't getting no stimulus
I
package?
don't think I got that.
Oh.
How old was I? I was
don't know.
grown.
In college.
Did my parents claim me?
Your parents claimed you.
They
ain't
done
get...
got my stimulus patches. I don't remember getting no piece of coin.
You didn't get no coin for I got some coin for my stimulus package.
I don't think I got no coin. I think my mama got it.
Well, as always, to submit your Black Love story, go to blacklovematters.com. To leave a question for Kitchen Table Talk, shoot us an email at blacklovematters@gmail.com. To leave a comment about anything we talked about, head on over to that website. We also got Stitcher and that voicemail. That's at 508-784-1111. That's 508-784-1111. I'll talk to y'all later. And remember,
love is ever evolving.
Peace.